Alrighty, I am back. And I know what the title says, okay? The farm stopped. Interesting. I know what the title says. It's probably a lie. Okay? I'm just gonna say that now. It's probably a lie. I'm gonna go check on the wool farm. See how that's doing. I would like to get multicolored concrete, and then I'm gonna start probably building things. I think I want to do some town restoration, and then I want to work on the cathedral that I want to build. But before any of that, I want to check and clean up here. So let's go to the bottom. Yeah, got a bit of each. For some reason, white is still having trouble, and the other one, and I'm assuming that's these ones here. Yeah, white. The only thing I can think to do is to do the multi-layer grass thing. I'd just be annoyed to do that. Like, I kind of just want to leave it and see how it develops over time, but it's looking already like it's literally half the rate. It's literally half the rate because of the lack of grass that's nearby. So this is the main limiter on the speed of the sheep's shearing. Of course I could take these sorters and push them out further that way. But I'm kind of just like done with the wool farm right now, you know? Like, I've spent so many sessions on this. And the way I see it, you're lucky that I'm not playing Repo again. This one's doing better. I also wonder if it's just luck, but it's consistently these middle chests which are having troubles. Or rather the, like, there's consistently chests with less, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But overall, we're looking pretty good. Got 2 rows of blue, plenty of yellow, plenty of light blue. I think all that's left is to let it fester until it implodes upon itself, and then complain that I didn't add enough storage, even though I've got almost 16 shulkers worth of wool of various colors right now. So there's 2 things I can do. And you know what? Actually, I've decided that all you gotta do to even out the wool is just take, like, I see here that I've got a surplus of light gray and lime wool. Well, that's great. Just use lime beds for netherite mining. It's that simple. Alright. What am I doing? I'm crazy. I don't have a brain. Oh, dude, what am I doing? I'm crazy. I don't have a brain. Okay. I need to start transporting goods out of these chunks. And it's gonna start with my shulkers, I think. Well, maybe it should end with my shulkers, now that I think of it. I've got a bunch of empty junk shulkers here, so let's work this out. So here I've got my miscellaneous stones. Here I've got all these. My wools are in here. Let's put away some gear. Put the redstone back in here. Just got lots of sorting to do. It's gonna take a while, but you know, that's just how it goes. Used up most of my trapdoors, sadly enough. Let's throw that in there. Stones. Yeah, that's basically full. Okay. And then I should really prioritize... Okay, so let's... Perfect. Oh, it's a good thing I checked it too. Let's look through for things that I don't want to keep. Like, for instance... all these hopper minecarts, they're just taking up inventory space. Let's be real. That multicolor wool chest is kind of annoying me because I don't want to sort it manually. Because I don't want to. But I also don't know what to do with it. I'm thinking I might just... But... I figured it out. I know what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to throw it all into a shulker. And then let the least... all the stacks go in first. Okay, and then the high values go in next. And then the rest go in here. Okay. Junk 7 is filled. This looks like, yeah, it's my bed shulker from netherite mining. I think honestly I might just empty the beds out of this because, again, these are just taking up space and it's not like I don't have lots of these supplies in various different places. Okay. So now I should be able to move this into my wood shulker. And then I'll have space for some white wool. Great. And honestly, since I believe the white wool is one of the ones that are receiving less, let's go to the bottom layer. Should be one of the ones that's receiving less than the others. I should be able to do that fairly safely. And it shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Let's grab the stone. And throw you in here. And in here. Cobblestone. Honestly, what I should do instead is grab these. And I should just put these in stone shulkers. One, two, three, four. That'll be enough. Cobblestone. One more cobble. I don't. You need to come out. You need to go in. Okay. And then I'll have a mixed one, I suppose. Okay. I want that to show up as having both in the inventory after the fact, okay? And then throw those in junk. Okay, that should be everything. I have one extra shulker, which is unfortunate. Let's throw the shulkers in here for now, because these will be in my inventory with me. And then this stuff, I think this will fit in the blackstone, or the deep slate chest. Yes. Good. This can go on its own. Good stuff. Dirt. My touch grass shulker. Gravel is obsolete. Great. And we can fill this up. Good stuff. And I think that's everything. I should be able to now pack up shop quite nicely. Annoying. Yeah, it looks right. Alrighty. Let's grab these. Let's grab all this now. Hey, I don't have chat up right now. Why does chat refuse to come up actively? It was there. It was just behind Minecraft. For some reason, even though I'm always moving it to the right monitor, it's always coming to the left monitor. Alright. Get rid of the well of sacrifice. That is by far the most laggy thing here. Throw that into the well of sacrifice, actually. Which is no longer here. I'm just going to despawn it. I'll leave all this stuff here. That's all fine. Okay. And for the stone, I'll just throw these in the stone chest. Yeah, that'll have to do. The shulkers, I think I'm gonna store my extra shulkers. They should go in their own chest. Throw them in here. It'd be the shulker chest. Boink. Nom 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 nom. Um. Ah, a beautiful amount of chests in that shulker now. Dice. I need a bundle. My extras. Sorry, I had to meow at my cat in a very aggressive meow. Oh, do you bonk your head on the way up, girl? That don't bother you, does it? Okay. One thing I want to try. Let's grab these. Wait, yeah, it's you guys too. Okay. I know this is inferior to Skulk. However, wait, do you guys sell it too? No. However, it is a decent trade. It's 1 gold per bottle of enchanting. And I just want to see how this fares out in the nether while I'm netherite mining. I think I'm going to do a session of that. Well, maybe not right now, but at some point. Because I know the, yeah, it's a bit. I don't know where I'll throw it in terms of, like, my shulkers. You're not supposed to purr into the microphone. Not everybody wants to hear that. No. See, I think it belongs in my gear, but my gear doesn't have a lot of space in it. So then the alternative is that it goes in a different shulker. Also, I do need to figure out what I'm doing with these wool shulkers. Hmm. Also, I feel like I should have more than white wool in my wool shulker. But that's for later, I suppose. I could throw it in my portable workstation. Um, this is also kind of getting full of item types, though. I mean, most of these things can probably, like, do I need a stack of smithing tables? I could save on a lot of space in here by just not having a ton of these items. And putting them all in a bundle. And then I can have stacks of other stuff. I want to keep anvils out of the bundle. Composters need to be in high stackage. Stone cutters should be as well. These all should be. This is unstackable. Barrels as well will be high stackage. These... I don't need 2 sets of them. I can just throw the cherry ones in here. And then all the rest of these are... They are what they are. But that does save on quite a few stacks of supplies. Let's throw this up here. That there. Something like that. Throw that down there. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, and then I can throw in some experience bottles and pretend that should be part of the portable workstation. For what theme? For what purpose? Yeah, you tell me, buddy. But, it is what it is. Now, as for this, I think I'm gonna go grief Bardo with it. And by grief, I mean put it in his chests. I forgot fireworks. Who knows where I put my fireworks from before. Oh, dude, I never cleared out my redstone supplies from the place. There's a few more chests that I actually need sorting in here. It's a lot of hopper minecarts that I don't need. And a lot of wool, too. Brother, you need to, like, go in there. Am I gonna pick you up? Oh my goodness. Okay, throw that out. Screw all of that. Screw that. I suppose I can keep that. Okay. You are going to go through a similar ordeal. Okay. And the rest of these redstone components can go into the redstone shulker. Torches go in there. And then I guess I grab all the wools that are in here. And throw them in here if I can. Stack up whatever gets stacked up. Okay. And the rest of these, I am not sorting. I get them for free. Well, actually, I get them for like 0.001 iron per piece, but you know, that's besides the point. Get them for free. Certainly not the last time I throw things into the Well of Sacrifice that probably shouldn't get thrown in there. Okay. over here, do a bit more trading. I'm sure these guys have restocked. Brother, you had a whole day. What is wrong with you people? You don't like money? Okay. Surely that's enough to recharge my gear, right? I'm getting real sick of those cherry leaves. Every time I see them, I'm like, I want to do something with those. And I'm like, there's nothing to do. And I'm like, they're so easy to get. I could just throw them into the well. Or into the composter, which would be even better. Okay, time to go donate some wool to the bard. Alright. First things first, build him a pink peepee. Second things second, crash my game trying to give him stuff. Where do I put it? Where's a fun place to put it? That would annoy him. That would annoy him greatly. How do you spell souvenir? Souvenir. The Wicked Wool Ranch. That's kind of a tongue twister. A warm souvenir in the worst spot possible. Will he ever get on again to see the warm souvenir? Probably not. But it's there. Alright, well that's one shulker dealt with. What do I do with these other shulkers? Got this one, which is just full of junk. That I really don't know what to do with. I think I don't even think I have... the only spot I have to store this stuff is over here. And then all this stuff can go in the ores chest. That can get smelted. This is something, indeed. Probably just go in the ores chest. Boink! The ores chest, which is, once again, rapidly filling. You go in there. Smelt these guys. I should have... yeah, I gotta put it in my brain case to start refueling the lava once again. I don't know how much is left in here. Yeah, it's enough. Dripstone. Like, who uses dripstone, though? Bunch of gold blocks. That can go in with the gold. Which is currently... I really need to have just a gold chest. Which I think one of these chests was the gold chest. Thanks, Nathan, for the pink dye. This chest will do. Also, I need to raid Bardo for his cactus. I'm pretty sure he has a cactus. I can say goodbye to using chiseled stone bricks. In fact, it's like, this is kind of an ugly block. I can just throw it out. But it was good while it lasted. Oh, that's not where Blackstone goes. Where does Blackstone go? Goes in here somewhere. There it is. Don't I have a bunch of elytras in here? I do. I have to yell at my dog. What's a good price for wool? This farm took me 3 days to build. Well, arguably longer. And in truth, it should have taken me like 1 day to build. But like, I just want to stress this out. This is the farm. It's a packed chunk of redstone that goes for, thank you, 65 to 41. So 25 by 16 chunk of redstone. It cost me probably 10 stacks of iron to make. And a ton of wood. Ton of redstone supplies. Like, there was just a ton of redstone supplies, man. An absurd amount. Speaking of which, I need to remember to upkeep my redstone supplies. Just every now and then, if I go do that, I won't consume redstone faster than I get it. As for this, well, I think most of this can actually just go into the... Hold on, let's grab all of that. Portable workstation, throw in the soul sand, except I have enough soul sand. I can throw in some here, and then boink, 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 and then... That's fine. Okay, and now it's just my 2 shulkers packed full of wool. I think what I need to do is I need to build a wool shop, which means that I think we need to build a shopping district. Where'd my anvil go? No! I should probably make more anyways. Do you have any extra iron? How about in the iron farm? Get down there. What do you think you're doing? Slacker. Ooh! And where do I want to put the shopping district? I can put it across there. Then I have a creeper farm over there, and I kind of want to keep it. I'm thinking maybe, what if we take it over here? Because then, if we take it over here, then there will be a point where you can see Nathan's wonderful building. It does take it kind of close to his house, but I don't think he's really basing here. Like, he's not... Like, I think he uses the community area a lot, but, like, he's not adding to it. He's just using it. He's been farming trees here, I think, is basically what he's using it for. I just thought of something really funny. I'll give him a hint. Nice. Alrighty, how's my red dye doing? Could use a bit more. No, I always do it! I'll never learn where that composter is. Oh, let's make a few more. Yeah, that should be good. I'll never have to worry about it again. That's not true. I mean, maybe I will, but maybe I won't. Ah! And I instantly leave one out. What's this looking like? Okay, so it's got... I'm really starting to think that I should just do what I was doing before. Have all of these come out. And then do this, because I would like to have more stuff in my quick grab. And honestly, that might be one too many bundles, too. And then now, I can carry some anvils in here with me at all times. You never know when you might want an anvil. Is there anything else you might never know when you want? The chests, yes. Yes. Um, I think that's it. Builder's kit. That just has scaffolding in it right now, but I'm sure I'll add more stuff to it that is along the lines of things you typically want on you when you're building. I'm almost out of fire resistance potions. How's the bartering farm doing on fire resistance? Because I know I was running it. Yeah, I use it all already. I think I'm just going to have to brew my own, but that means I have to make like an auto brewer because I'm really sick of brewing. I'm willing to do it a little bit, but brewing a full potion involves like a whole extra step. I guess it doesn't really. It just involves getting water bottles. Hold on, let's see here. Water bottles, netherwort, which I don't even have much netherwort, do I? I never actually got a netherwort farm. I've just been using the community netherwort. At the same time, I don't think I need to upgrade. I indeed do not need the upgrade. Okay, and then you do something like that. And then you grab yourself a bunch of water bottles and you store your stuff in a chest that you can easily grab it from after. Which chest is this, you might ask? This one. I know, it doesn't look like the kind of chest that you could use to easily store your stuff into, but now it does. Okay, and then I need glass bottles, which, now that I think of it, I do have a good chunk of. Use all my glass. Okay. Okay, and then, so I have to put these in manually, unless I redo the redstone on this. All I need is for these hoppers to lock and these ones to unlock in... Hold on. Hold up. Let me get distracted real quick. Making an inferior to what could normally be brewer. Okay, what is all this stuff? Why is it here and it's moving? And considering I did not put stuff in that chest, I don't think. Maybe I did, I probably did. I'm going to throw them into Bardo's chest. Okay. So I think what I need to do is I just need to take this out, grab myself some target blocks and torches. Now, do I have target blocks, and do I have enough wheat? I think this is all the wheat I have. Yep. Okay, and the target blocks are probably in my redstone shelter, if I were to guess. Indeed, I have two. And then just got myself some redstone. And some torches. And hypothetically speaking, I still need these repeaters. Target blocks. Torches. Now, these should be locked. Unlocked. Now this is locked. Unlocked. Okay, let's try this out. Hypothetically speaking, I should now be able to throw these into here. Like so. Make myself some more. Throw these into here. Okay. Okay, there's a difference of one bottle between the two of them. Get these out of here. Put these in maybe this chest here. I don't know if I have any more dark oak saplings. Yeah, oh yeah, I do. So in step 1, fill in the potions. Step 2. No, because I need this to lock the potions in here, right? It takes everything out. If I fill them up. Oh, these chests will just always be active. Wait, this works. So, while this is like this, I should be able to do... why are these inverted? There we go. So let's do nether wart. Nether wart. That should start brewing. And then magma cream and then magma cream. Hypothetically speaking, I should have a much longer chain than just 4. And then while I'm doing this, this is fire resistance 3, right? Okay, so I did screw that up. Interesting. I'm so daft. Okay. I did it again. Okay, let's not forget this time. Redstone. So these ones are also 3s. Okay, and then like so. That's... How did that happen? Ugh. Okay, you know what? All of these are mundanes. It's because it was taking at the same time. Okay, but where did... Are you locked? There's one. 2. Okay, I'm missing... Let's put in water bottles into here. Just regular water bottles, all can go in there. Where did the last of the fire resistance... I should have 4 fire resistance potions in here somewhere. There's the other 2. I meant 2. Okay, and then as for mundane potions, make sure I have none of those left. Grab the water bottles out of these. Okay, there's gonna be 1 mundane. Okay. Okay, one apart from each other. This one is fully brewed. So you need a redstone, you need a redstone, and you need a redstone. These will all fully brew. We're all 9,000 taste buds. Okay. All of my stacks are looking the same now. So now I go grab gold. And while I'm doing this, I can trade. Okay, so let's try it out. Set. Reset. Fire resistance potions. Looking good. In here, I just go like this, this, and then this. This, this, and then this. This should be all lined up perfectly. And then I wait. Don't flick the lever. You wait. And then you come up here. While that's happening, trade with these guys. Or I'm just going to do emeralds. Oop. And while those guys are going, I'm going to go down here and trade for some glass. Not bad. This is probably done. Yep. Set. Reset. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Over here, wherever my glass chest is. Grab a bit more gold. Reset this. Good stuff. Should really have that covering my whole inventory. How did you manage to reset one trade, buddies? Okay, that's probably it for these guys. These are done. Reset it. Okay. It's all looking good. Okay, that's actually not bad. Not bad indeed. And then I think I just used the glass to craft more water bottles. Let's get pretty lights. Throw that in there. Those in there. Get more water bottles. I want to have a full... Okay, that'll probably do for now. Okay. I might as well have these fully put in here. That was close. I almost goofed that up. Okay. Yeah, this is not a bad setup for brewing fire resistance potions. Or really just any potion. It's semi-automatic. It basically you just put in the crafting recipe and then eventually you get your stuff back. See what these villagers are up to. Hi, guys. That's got to be pretty good. You guys are done. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 more brews until I'm at full fire resistance potions. And so I know exactly what my first shop is going to be. It's going to be the wool and blow. The blow and wool. I don't know. The blasting wool. Blasting wool shop. And you can buy every color of wool there because of course you can. And then you also buy fire resistance potions there. And you can buy them for diamonds or 1 netherite. You can buy a blasting kit, which will come with wood, wood, and wood and wool packed in. And some experience bottles. Let's go. Speaking of experience bottles, but I have to test the experience bottles first. What? You guys are scamming me. No trades. What do I use you guys for? Off with their heads. Alrighty. Let's fill this back up with water bottles for the next brew. Um, I've goofed. And then I guess I just like I can't throw these in here. They don't have a value. Just because of the way Mojang handles potions. So what happens if I throw this into a cauldron that has lava in it? Do you get? You do. Nice. Not worth keeping. And then let's just quickly do that. Those guys brewing. Throw those back in there. grab myself my next stack of water bottles. These are done for real this time. Reset it. Missing 5 water bottles. That's okay. Okay, so what would be in a blasting kit? I want to keep it to 1 double chest, and they can mine the double chest or whatever, or just take it out. I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me. I can replace the chest. Let's grab my stuff. What the heck? Sorry state for the iron. It's also a sorry state for the wheat, dude. Why are you guys all migrated to this side? Power 4 infinity bow, eh? Okay, so what would be... Dude, this title is so misleading. I'm doing none of that as of right now. So first things first, I need to figure out where I'm putting... Well, no. First things first, I need to go netherite mining with a blasting kit. How much time do I have? 5 hours... 4 hours. I have 4 hours. That's probably enough time to test the netherite mining kit. So let's see. I need a double chest. Or just 2 shulkers, really. I'll just use 2 shulkers. Because it'll be organized in a sense for 2 shulkers. So I'm going to use bamboo for the blasting kit. Even though I'd rather use wood, I get this automatically. So, let's take out some wool. I'll leave that much in there. Now I've got a bunch of chests here that I'm going to use for sugarcane, but I can also use for wool. Okay, and then let's get some bamboo. Let's looking pretty good over here for the bamboo. So I'm going to need more wool. So 3 stacks of bamboo blocks per 6 stacks of wool. No. Wait, yes. So then in the shulker, right here, it'd be 6 stacks of wool to 3 stacks of bamboo. And so each of these gives me 2 stacks. So this would be 2, 4, 6 stacks of wool. Of wood. 6 stacks of wool. Put that back in there. And I took out too much wool. I thought I would need more bamboo than wool for some reason in my head. Okay. So there we go. That's the blasting part of the kit. I could also do it like so. Thematically, this would make more sense, I think. So this is blasting piece 1. And then for the second set, I want... Well, I need to see how much charge you get off of bottles of enchanting. This is kind of important, because that's all I've got right now. And if you need more than, like, 2 stacks... We'll see. I want to see how many bottles of enchanting you need. And then fire resistance potions. Is there anything else you need on a netherite mining trip? I don't think so. It's just beds and fire resistance. And experience to recharge your gear so you don't have to go back. So I think that's good. I think ideally it would look something like this. And then I'd have 3 more fire resistance. But you gotta strike the balance between fire resistance and experience. I will have this extra experience on me in case I need it. Throw that in there, that's awkward. Let's just move these over. Bugs me that they're not right beside each other in my ender chest. Oop. Put these back in here. If I need them, I need them. Let's actually get a few more just in case, if the villagers are willing to trade. Yeah? You enjoying yourself, buddy? Okay. So it should be noted I get a stack and 48. I'm willing to do... So I think 3 stacks then is a good benchmark for how many... Like, if 3 stacks doesn't do it, then, like, I need to find a different solution. Okay. Gear. Throw that in there. Oh, you know what? I need to find what my chords were. That's the wrong thing. I'll take 1 fire potion for the journey. Even though it's going to throw off the numbers just a little bit. Negative 22 and negative 209. No, I fell in lava. Nice. Okay, and then one of these sides. Okay. Basalt Delta. How far? Far enough to not want to go there. Okay. What if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, okay. This end is cooked. Let's try the other end. Okay, looks like it might be good. What about this way? Looking good. I think if I just keep the... Let's keep a second ender chest on me so it stacks. And then I can just keep that in my gear shulker. And then I can just run with these two, like these 4 things. And then axe, shovel, firework rockets can go in my fireworks. Will not be using those. I popped down another ender chest out of habit. Thank you for not killing me. Hey, well, you know, let's just hope that... Is this my blasting tunnel, or is this Nathan's blasting tunnels? This appears to be Nathan's. Mine are not this haphazard. Yeah, because it keeps going this way. And that way. Oh my goodness, Nathan. You better not cook me too much on this. Where are my tunnels? All of a sudden. This was his. Okay. Doesn't sound too bad. How bad is it? Pretty bad. Okay, well. So anyways, I started blasting. Bad. Good. And let's get fire resistance potions in my inventory accordingly. That's actually perfect, because I can hold a bunch of beds, a bunch of fire resistance. And I've already... Dude, this bed kit is so good. It helps you find ancient debris. It ups your ancient debris... Oh yeah, I need to save a spot for ancient debris, don't I? Oops. My bee. So I can have up to 4 potions on me, which is what I had last time. I miss my old netherite mining texture pack. Can't remember what it is, but I miss it. Ah, that's what I did last time. Was confused why my muscle memory wasn't working. Get rid of those freaking fire particles, man. Alright, and this is the point where I would have recuperated the cost if I make it one netherite ingot. Something was taking up more space than usual. Yeah. Okay. Hello. This is gonna drop lava on my head, isn't it? No. What are you doing? Come back! Come back! Who knew ancient debris floated upwards, dude? Literally took me all the way to the surface, dude. I just had another idea for this netherite mining shop. Requires me to open my notepad. Netherite mining tips and tricks. Let's go. Ancient debris floats upwards in lava. Exclamation mark. Pog. Let's go. Use beds to get a big explosion. Wait. Use beds to explode the netherrack. I don't know how long I'm allowed to make these. Give me a sec. I gotta do a bit more mining. get myself some inventory space here. Oh, wait. This is my starting point, isn't it? Yes, sir. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and that's the last 20. I can go again in this direction, or I can turn around this way. Either way, let me quickly get this out. Get an anvil. Name something. "40 characters. One, two, three, 4 zeros. Fog. That's all I wanted to know. How much length do you get on a name on an anvil? And then I just put that many characters into to my notepad. I get a rough estimate of how long I'm allowed to make a tip. And will the tips be helpful? Absolutely not. I mean, some of them might be. But I also do want it to be, like, kind of like mocking the idea of, like, you know, when games do tips and then they're just, like, really dumb tips to help you play the game. Basically, yeah, that. Okay. Like, press E to open your inventory. Nathan, can you... Like, what... What is your purpose? Do you go as randomly as you can? Or if I dig this way, am I gonna find more tunnels? No? Okay. Well, is this a lava lake or is this just a... Or is this... Oh, hello. Is this lava lake or Nathan made? Oh, it's a big lava lake. Well, I'm kind of annoyed. I can go to Chunk Base and look for a spot closer to the border. Then nobody would have mined that. I mean, I might as well mine with some beds here while I'm here. There's a tunnel right beside mine? But it's just a tunnel. You haven't dug anything. Was that me? I don't think that was me. I'm pretty sure I've been blasting all the tunnels I've been making. And I don't think I've dug any tunnels at Y15 outside of bed tunnels. Hello. So, the alternative is that I go this way, which, I mean, Nathan, explain yourself. Explain yourself. It's a massive tunnel. Oh, you know what? This is maybe a barred tunnel. That would make sense, because Bardo told me he was just doing netherite mining with an efficiency 5 pick. Well, why would I mine my own tunnel when I can just use yours? So let's go back to mine. Maybe. I don't know where mine even is at this point. Let's just go down to the end of this tunnel and work my way back to negative 209. Like, I suppose I'd be foolish to pass up on an already dug tunnel. Now, it looks like it turns into a bed mine, which now confuses me further, because I was willing to give it the barred pass. But now it just looks like a half-done netherite tunnel. And a poorly made one at that. Duh. Well, I'll finish it off. It's actually kind of nice, too, because you just have to right-click that and then left-click it, depending on which it is. Let's make some beds. There we go. Yeah, I'm crazy. I hope it didn't float up. If it did, it's cooked. Does it float up? If I throw it... Like, let's dig this one down. Just a tad. This is flowing down lava. Okay, it does continue to flow down. Okay, that should be it. Negative 209 is right here. This is my tunnel, once again. So now, I'm just going to make sure that all of my tunnels have been dug in both directions. It's looking like they have. This one goes into lava. This one looks good. So I don't mind moving a mine once it's been exhausted. That was weird. I don't know where that light came from. Okay. Is this because Nathan blasted it? Is this because Nathan blasted it in here? Maybe? Here is yet another tunnel. I don't know what's going on. I would like to get out of this area. Like, this looks blasted. But I'll just move my way back, I guess. I think what I might do, I might up the rates of my bamboo farm. Because I don't know if it can keep up with blast mining. And if it can, it might only keep up with blast mining. Like, hypothetically speaking, I would like it if someone could... Oop. I would like it if someone could, go straight from blast mining to my shop and buy a new stock. And buy new stock, I mean. I'm guessing that's lava, yeah. Is this the way I came from? It looks like it. I don't think the other end was blast. Yeah, so I want my number decreasing on the x-axis while I'm coming through the mine. Okay, that's concerning. Why do I have a tunnel here? It's because that's not a tunnel. Because I know I only decided to start going in both directions after a while of doing some blast mining, so I'm expecting it to be a little haphazard here. So I just gotta go clean up my edges and then I can leave this mine. Or if it extends in the other direction, then so be it. I'll keep mining. But I want to exhaust this whole area, and this is the only way I can think to systematically exhaust an entire area of its netherite. At least at this Y level. Of course I can mine at higher Y levels. Yeah, that's not what I want to see. Oh, and this is... I think this is from when I didn't know how to blast mine. Because these are lower pits. So I'm over where I started this whole blast mine, so this should be roughly the center, I think. But I also might run into this all across here. Yeah. Oh, is this our original blast mining zone? I understand. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave this spot as is. And let's just blast mine over here a little bit. Well, he's got X-ray, boys. But we're blast mining over here because I want it to at least look like it's been blast mined. Because it kind of has. Oops. Ow, ow, nope. Netherite first, fire resistance bottle second. Okay, and then this is decreasing, so this is the right direction to be moving. So then just checking on the left. I'll mine until I see the, what is going on over here? Okay, it's just a small little lava lake. Can you chill? Okay. Yeah, and then it dead ends into a big long lava lake that I'm not crossing. Alright. Well, let's start blasting. For all it's worth. And that's all it was worth. Alright. Wrong way. Does this way do the same thing? Well, that's not a good sign. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going and see if it's the same thing, and then I'll... I think it's the same thing. And the big one? Yep. How did that... This game's dumb. Okay. Let me know what kind of tunnel that one was. Same deal. One of these times. Yeah, that's just as bad. At least this one can be blasted. resistance. This goes up here. I don't know what goes in that slot. I'm just going to put another fire resistance. Okay. And then continue going in the negatives. Which one of these was a blasting tunnel? Can't both be blasting tunnels. It looks like this one's the fake. But I can assume that this one will also... I'll just do that. Make it look used. Now, is this beside another blasting tunnel of mine? Or is this just a Nathan tunnel? It goes a pretty long way to start converging on my tunnel like that. Yeah, it looks like that's probably a Nathan tunnel. So perhaps it stops... This is ridiculous, man. Get out of my tunnels! And it just, do you blast every 20 blocks? And what's this? This must be our joint. I'm gonna hope that this is our joint mining operation and this isn't how Nathan mines. I understand I'm in the area. I'm just gonna hope it ends. It doesn't. Well, hello. Hello. Fancy meeting you here. And this is why digging through blast tunnels is hell. Thanks. Oh, there it is. No, it's floating up. Come back. Come back. Oh, got him. Okay, it's looking like a recharge time soon. No, no, you're not fooling me. Okay, now it's time to test out this experience bottle stuff. So I'm at basically half everything. Okay. It started off looking a lot worse than it was. So that was basically a half charge on my gear and a quarter charge on my pickaxe, which is actually not bad. Now that being said, I don't know if 3 stacks is enough. It's almost enough. Salt deltas, eh? Oh! Maybe it's just clipping the edge of the biome. It's not looking too good. Yeah, I know. How'd that get to 2? Oh, 8 and 7. I thought that was said 2. It's like, how did it turn into 2 and 7? Okay. solo ancient debris. I suppose it happens. And here's the tunnel. Alright, and then here is the basalt delta. Okay, so let's take a moment to look at chunk base. I'm at negative 209. The nether. Just show me the biomes. Take me to 0, 0. Good. Now I'm at negative 108, negative 209. Okay. I have mined out probably a massive chunk of this area here. Now, there's Soul Sand Valley to the south and north. I would rather miss Soul Sand Valley if I can. I can go out by about 1,500 blocks. Which plants the next best zone. I kind of have to go through Soul Sand Valley, unfortunately. So there is a lot of it. The next best zone will be negative 1,000, negative 500 start. There's a tiny basalt delta in the center of it. That is not a huge deal. It's about 100 blocks long. No, yeah, 100 blocks long. Okay. Oop. Oopsies. Admin thinks. Gear. Grab me my elytra. I don't know where I put my fireworks, probably back in here. Find that out. And then let's go straight up. Let's go straight up the side here. Okay. I'm looking for this direction and that direction. Okay. It's good on the Z. Let's head over here by a few hundred blocks. And right here. Not quite. Yeah? 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 Yeah, I can. What time? 6 sound good? Does 6 sound good? Okay. I'll be making burgers at 6. Oh. Uh. Okay. So, then, I want to be going. So I'm doing this at... I want to go... I want my main tunnel, I think, to go north to south. Let's go north. So here I am at the center block. Let's mark it. This should go for a hypothetical very long time. Barring hitting lava lakes or whatever, like, there should be no mining around here. This should be a perfect spot. Minus this stuff, of course. How often is this gonna happen, is the question. I'm gonna be very annoyed in a second here. Like, Mojang, that's not fun. I hate to break it to you, but hitting constant lava pockets is not fun. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't stop me from playing the game. It just... It doesn't hurt me. It just annoys me. That's all you've succeeded in doing, is annoying me greatly. Alright, let's try the other direction. Just remember, if I hit a basalt delta at any point, it is almost certainly the tiny one. Okay, this one's gonna go on for a while, it looks like. Long enough to at least set up base here. Because otherwise I'd just probe a different spot, right? But this looks like it's 100 blocks, which is only 5 tunnels, to be honest. Yeah. So it just goes on forever, eh? Hmm. I could relocate, um... let's try X400. So here... Let's start in the center of a... Maybe it'd be better if I scouted around like this instead. Because hypothetically speaking... Yeah, this is the tiny basalt delta I was talking about. Like, let's grab more fireworks. I just want to do some exploration right now. If I'm 11, I'll lose my mind, okay. I am wasting a few fire resistance potions like this, but... Like, hypothetically speaking, this would be a good area to do it in, because it looks like this is just a whole bunch of terrained area. Yeah. So, like, let's go here. If I could, I would love to start at 0 and negative 1,000 and 0. Let's go back to 75, I guess. Just like a round, or a multiple of 100 would be nice in both directions to start at. And we've got a winner! Okay, and then for the main mine to go north and south would be ideal. Okay, well that's as far north as we'll reach. Nice. Okay. Even if this is the end, this is a good tunnel. Should yield a good chunk of netherite. Does not look like this is the end. Can you please stand me up? Could have just done that, I guess. Okay. Looking decent. Good stuff. Oh, is this going? Okay. I was like, is that going through one of the bastions? I mean, if it's Blackstone, at least I know the bastion will end at some point, right? Looking like another lava tunnel. Because the advantage of starting at 1000 as well and pre-digging a tunnel is I just check F3 and go every multiple of 3. This is starting to get pretty rough, though. And I think that's the end. Okay, well, there's gonna come a point where the tunnel will end. Of course. Let's go back to center, though. Which is a good distance away. Oh, yeah. It's a good distance away. Okay, here we go. Just don't give me an instant lava lake, please. Okay. That'll be the start. I'm just gonna hollow it a little bit of a spot here. Make it a notable center. And then I'll leave a crafting table here. I should also maybe leave like books and quills like an a lectern here. But I don't have books, nor do I have feathers. Okay. And then I guess I just start going. doesn't look bad. This just looks terrible. This is terrible. 3, 2. Oh, it could be done. Is it worth being done? Could be. It's looking like it's not. It's a lot of pathway. I'm gonna need a big stretch right here, right now. Oh, it was worth probing. Every time I'm like, yeah, no, it's not worth it. I mean, I could still blast in here, I guess. I've got beds on me. Yeah, how about I put my armor on for that next time, huh? Blowing my probes. Blowing my probes. Blowing my probes. Blowing my probes. Kinda sounds dirty. Was blowing his probes everywhere. Call me crazy. But it's worth it. Actually kind of did work. Dude, the next level strat is just to not care that you're even in lava and just blast mine in the lava. Just precisely what I'm doing. I don't want to mine that out. It would be wise to put my elytra away now. Okay, that's everything. That there. Check another fire resistance. Hiya! Yeah, most people wouldn't blow inside lava, huh? I would. Because, I mean, really, it's just terrain you move unbearably slowly through, Mojang. Am I even... Yeah, I'm off by 1 block, but that's not a big deal. If I'm connecting my tunnels by 1 block, that's part of why I go 20 out. It's like, it gives me a block or 2 of play. But But next time I'm making a probe, I should really make sure I'm in line, because this is going to be what is the end result of the probe. I should really keep that in mind. There we are. Back in the main tunnel. Has anybody noticed that 2B2T looks like the most toxic, cancerous Minecraft server known to mankind? And it's like, yeah, I get it's anarchy, but just because it's an anarchy server doesn't mean it also needs to be, like, so anarchy that you're allowed to hack on it. You allow hacks and the game just becomes, like, not fun for anyone. Oops. I can blow one more. Ooh! Rose X-raying. I'm not gonna blow another time though. Oh man, I should. I know there's gonna be another ancient debris. Okay. So then multiples of 20. So then I come out here. Do 80. Keep it moving. I should maybe recharge my pick. Same level like as before, I take it. Looks like it. Okay, so let's not bother with that. Ooh. Thought there was more in here. Just one. Hello, you sneaky boy. Kind of want another crafting table, but I also don't want to grab one or craft one. Oh, hello. I think I keep my axe on me. Let's just take this out. This is already notable enough. Did I already go both directions here? I didn't. And I am rewarded for doing things correctly. Okay, hold on. Let's just quickly recharge here. I almost wonder if it's, well, I should at least do my pants. Okay. So I'm thinking 4 stacks of XP bottles, maybe. And then the rest, or maybe, yeah, 4 stacks is a lot. It's gonna up the price because that's the only thing I don't get, like, automatically. But then, if I just encourage people to use, like, extra picks, bring a shulker of mining machines. We'll see. I think, for now, I'm gonna dip. So I can go make supper. And eat. And have food for supper. I know, food for supper is kind of crazy. People don't normally do that. Hello, activated cat. You are very activated right now. Are you having fun over there with that hair tie? She's hiding behind the blanket, getting ready to pounce on the hair tie. And, oh, there she goes. Oh, she got it. Oh my goodness, and she's taking it all around. Now she's licking herself. What do you think she'll do if I shoot that hair tie? You'll never know. I think I'm going to do it when I end the stream, though. Anyways, I'm going to go now. I'll be back on later, maybe, hopefully. We'll see. All right, peace out. Bye.